Breaking update: Aaron Rodgers, the legendary quarterback and future Hall of Famer, has officially signed a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers worth $13.65 million, with $10 million guaranteed and incentives that could push it to $19.5 million, creating a shocking twist in the 2025 NFL quarterback market where QBs like Dak Prescott command $60 million and Joe Burrow sits at $55 million. Leaving fans and analysts stunned as Rodgers takes a massive pay cut to chase glory with a new team, and this must-watch moment sets the stage for a deep dive into his ranking among NFL QBs, contract value, cap implications, incentives, team fit, legacy impact, and how this deal rewrites the playbook on veteran quarterback strategy in today's league. So stick with us and make sure to subscribe right now for full NFL contract insights like this every week. So let's begin with the numbers. Rodgers' base salary is $13.65 million, but $10 million is guaranteed, and the rest hinges on performance-based bonuses like playtime percentages and team wins, meaning the Steelers have protected themselves from massive financial risk while potentially getting one of the smartest veteran signings in modern football history. In comparison to other quarterbacks, Rodgers ranks 22nd in total compensation for 2025, just ahead of Daniel Jones, but well behind top earners like Jalen Hurts $51 million, Josh Allen $52 million, and Justin Herbert $53 million. Making this one of the lowest contracts for a presumed starting quarterback with multiple MVPs on his resume, and it signals a mindset shift where Rodgers, at 41, is betting on himself and chasing another ring rather than padding his bank account, something many fans find both humbling and shocking. But let's not ignore the performance risks. Rodgers is coming off a rough stint with the Jets marred by a torn Achilles and a shaky recovery that saw his caber plummet to 26th in the league last season. So analysts like Stephen A. Smith and Dan Orlovsky warn that Rodgers may not be able to return to elite form, especially against the brutal AFC North defenses. Yet others argue that under Mike Tomlin, in a more balanced and experienced offense, Rodgers could deliver a comeback season reminiscent of Brady's late career magic, and with weapons like DK Metcalf, George Pickens, and Najee Harris supporting him, there's legitimate upside, especially if the Steelers' O-line ranked 13th in pass block win rate continues to improve. And don't forget, subscribe now if you want breakdowns on how Rodgers compares not just in salary, but in efficiency, red zone metrics, and leadership value against the league's top QBs. Financially, this is a steal for Pittsburgh. Unlike massive deals that paralyze teams' cap space, Rodgers' $13.65 million cap hit is under 7% of the projected $255 million NFL salary cap for 2025, which is crucial because history shows that no team has won a Super Bowl with the QB taking more than 14% of the cap, unless that QB was named Brady or Mahomes, making this a shrewd, Super Bowl-aligned signing. The incentives are smart, too tied to games played, playoff performance, and team success, ensuring that Rodgers only cashes in if he delivers results. And this setup echoes Tom Brady's late career contracts with New England and Tampa Bay, where team-first flexibility led to titles. It's also worth noting that Rodgers brings intangibles: elite pre-snap reads, veteran poise, and an ability to mentor young talent, and those may be more valuable to Pittsburgh than any stat sheet can show, especially with the Steelers needing a mature voice in the locker room after years of QB instability. Former Jets teammate Deshaun Elliott, now with Pittsburgh, already sparked controversy by calling Rodgers a retirement home QB, creating tension that could either destroy or galvanize the locker room depending on how Rodgers leads, and it's a narrative that will define this season. Rodgers' arrival also kills any lingering rumors about a Kirk Cousins trade or long-term commitment to Mason Rudolph or Justin Fields, signaling clearly that this is a one-year Super Bowl or bust situation, and if Rodgers succeeds, he might earn another short-term extension or even go out on top, while failure would likely end his career quietly. But either way, it's a high-stakes gamble from both sides. Let's dive deeper into where Rodgers actually ranks, In terms of average annual value AAV, he's behind over 20 quarterbacks, including non-playoff performers like Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, and even rookie extensions like Trevor Lawrence. Yet, if healthy and firing, Rodgers could outplay 80% of those contracts, making his deal one of the league's best value bets. When adjusting for cap percentage and career win share, his deal ranks top 5 in efficiency metrics, meaning Pittsburgh is paying pennies on the dollar for past MVP potential. Critics argue he's too old, too injured, and mentally out of it, pointing to his appearances on podcasts where he sounded more philosophical than football-focused. But insiders report that Rodgers has been working with elite trainers all offseason and has already developed chemistry with the Steelers' first-team offense during minicamp, earning praise from Tomlin and wide receivers alike. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay updated on Rodgers' weekly performance metrics, locker room developments, and cap breakdowns as we move into preseason. From a legacy standpoint, this is Rodgers' last shot at rewriting his endgame after leaving Green Bay with one Super Bowl and a messy Jets saga. His time in Pittsburgh could either define him as a leader who adapted and overcame, or a star who faded trying to recapture past glory. And while skeptics may point to age and injury, his brain, arm talent, and competitiveness still place him in the top 10 conversation if conditions are right. The deal also puts pressure on other aging QBs like Stafford, Cousins, and Wilson, who now face the reality of teams favoring short-term, high-upside contracts over long-term liabilities, especially in a league where rookie deals and cap flexibility often decide championships. The Steelers' front office deserves credit for executing this deal, maintaining cap space to extend stars like T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, and setting up a no-excuse environment where Rodgers has everything he needs: talent, leadership, system to win. And in case you missed it, this move changes not just the Steelers' 2025 outlook, but the entire AFC playoff picture. With Rodgers under center, Pittsburgh immediately moves into the wild-card mix and potentially AFC North contenders, putting pressure on the Ravens, Bengals, and Browns to respond. Final contract summary: 1 year, $13.65 million base, $10 million guaranteed, up to $19.5 million with incentives, 22nd among NFL QBs in total value, under 7% cap hit, and structured for maximum upside with minimal downside, a contract blueprint many teams may try to emulate moving forward. So now, we ask the big question: will Aaron Rodgers deliver on this one-year bet and rise again, or will this be a quiet end to a brilliant career? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: this season just got a whole lot more interesting. And finally, if you want more in-depth contract analyses, NFL rankings, and player legacy reviews like this, make sure to subscribe now, give this video a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments where you rank Aaron Rodgers among today's quarterbacks.